Come closer, my children. Tonight, I will share a story from the Igbo people of Nigeria, a story of cleverness, greed, and the price one must pay for deceit. This is the tale of the tortoise and the birds. A time long ago, the birds of the forest were invited to a grand feast in the Sky Kingdom. It was to be a celebration of abundance, where the finest foods would be served. As the birds prepared for their journey, their joyous chatter caught the attention of the cunning tortoise. The tortoise, who was always scheming, thought to himself, "How can there be a feast so grand without me? I must find a way to attend." But there was one problem: he couldn't fly. The tortoise approached the birds and said, "My dear friends, how can you leave me behind while such a feast awaits? Surely, we are one family. Lend me your feathers so that I may join you, and together we will represent the creatures of the earth." The birds, touched by his words, agreed to help. Each bird plucked a feather and gave it to the tortoise. Soon, he was covered in a patchwork of colorful feathers, ready to take flight. As the tortoise took to the skies with the birds, he began to show his true nature. "You see," he said, "in my culture, it is customary for each guest to take a name at such a grand event. Let me be called all of you." The birds saw no harm in this and agreed. When they arrived in the Sky Kingdom, the hosts welcomed them warmly. The birds and the tortoise were seated at a grand table. Soon, platters of food were brought out, filling the air with delightful aromas. But the cunning tortoise had a plan. He turned to the host and asked, "For whom is this feast prepared?" The host replied with a smile, "It is for all of you." The tortoise clapped his hands and said, "Ah, you hear that? The feast is for me, for my name is all of you." And so, while the birds watched in shock, the tortoise ate to his heart's content, leaving nothing for anyone else. The birds, realizing they had been tricked, were furious. "You have deceived us, tortoise!" they cried. "You will pay for this." One by one, they plucked their feathers back from the tortoise, leaving him bare and flightless. Stripped of his borrowed feathers, the tortoise was stranded in the Sky Kingdom. He begged the birds to forgive him, but they ignored his pleas. In desperation, the tortoise called out to his wife below, "Wife, bring out all the soft things in our home so I can land safely." His wife, eager to help, hurried to gather what she thought he meant. But in her confusion, she brought out pots, stones, and other hard items. The tortoise let go and fell from the sky. When he landed, his shell broke into many pieces. Though his wife did her best to patch it up, it was never smooth again, and the cracks remain to this day. So, my friends, what lesson can we learn from the tortoise's tale?
I've learned that if you want to eat everything, make sure no one knows your name is all of you.
Shaka, your mischief knows no bounds. But the true lesson is this: greed and dishonesty may bring temporary gain but will ultimately lead to downfall. My friends, remember that honesty and fairness bring lasting rewards. What would you have done differently if you were the tortoise? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this story, subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. Until we meet again, may you walk the path of honesty and kindness, and may your actions always uplift those around you.